Hello, ladies, and thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Queen's Journey. Have you ever tasted something so rich in flavor it transported you to a particular place? Well, to this day, if I smell sweet potato pie baking, I immediately go to 25 Adams Street, my childhood home. Food has that effect, not just here in the States, but worldwide. A sweet aroma can occupy any kitchen, and instantly we are transported somewhere else entirely. Well, today I have a beautiful guest whose dishes will have us traveling to the breathtaking island of Jamaica. We will explore her cultural norms, and I will too. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome to Queen's Journey. I am your host, Janine McBath. Well, welcome back, ladies, and help me welcome to our show today, Donna Lynn Annals. Woo! We're so glad that you're with us today, Donna. Oh, man, this is exciting. Jamaica. That's why I want to be like right now. Is in Jamaica. I've been to Ocho Rios and I've been to Montego Bay.
Okay.
And my sister, her family was from Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh.
So, if I just want to just relax and just have a good, where should I go? Which one?
I would think Montego Bay would be better.
Ooh, now why?
Because you have the water.
Okay.
Things are close by you. You have a little bit of the touristy things still.
Okay.
But overall, you have the take back. You can lay back. You don't have to be in the middle of everything.
Okay.
You can find something outside of the city and still have a good time.
Oh,
like you could go to Lover's Leap, where I'm from.
Okay.
I like the countryside, so I would say the countryside would be better.
Oh, my goodness. Now, when you said you were in Lover's
Leap.
Lover's Leap. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so what kind of things did you do in Lover's Leap?
Well, I'm from St. Elizabeth. Let's fix that.
Okay, good. All right.
And St. Elizabeth is known as the breadbasket of Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So we have all the vegetables and all the watermelon and all that jazz.
Wow.
So St. Elizabeth, when I was there, is like you go out in the garden and you reap stuff. You enjoy the place where you have places to walk to when not far from you. And you go out and you watch the cricket and we call it, of course, we say football. America call it handball football.
We call it handball or soccer.
Right. It's soccer for you, but it's football for me.
Okay.
And when you go there, it's like a cliff where you look over and you can see the ocean and everything. It's the breeze.
So pretty.
You didn't need air condition. You just open the window.
Oh, my goodness.
And welcome the air condition with the breeze from
I
the
can
sea.
feel it now. I need to go. Oh, my goodness. How was the shopping and all that kind of stuff there?
Well, shopping is grocery shopping.
Okay, just all grocery.
Shopping where I'm from.
Okay.
Or you have the clothing store where it's a little bit away from you. But at the same time, how I grew up, we didn't have the finances to go clothes shopping.
Okay.
So you get a lot of hand-me-down. Like your teacher give you something or, like that. But it was very welcoming at the same time.
Okay.
Supermarket, though.
Okay, that's the big thing.
But it's a big thing because not everybody go to the supermarket.
Okay.
So we would go to the shop.
Oh, wow.
So you go down the corner shop where everybody know you and you buy a pound of flour, you buy a half pint of cooking oil. Go grocery shopping like over here. So that part of it makes everybody know you and you know everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that a time of gathering where women can talk to each other and get to know each other's business? At the market.
And let's not forget the woman who's sitting on the veranda.
Okay.
Or they sit on the veranda or they sit on the mango tree in the yard, and when you pass, you can't just run go. Because somebody will stop and talk to you.
Wow.
We used to say jam and tell.
Okay.
Jam and tell is like CNN.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need the television for tell you.
You didn't need one,
So the
okay.
lady down the street or somebody go holler across the yard and tell you something was happening down
Wow,
the street.
they'd yell across the yard.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
No, you know, you got to remember that I've been here 30-something years now. So when I was growing up, we never have television.
Right.
So one person down the street might have a television. So the most thing what we used to do is listen to the radio.
Wow.
So when you talk about the soap operas, our soap operas was on the radio.
Okay.
So we use our imagination to see what the people look like.
Right,
You know,
right.
so yeah.
Well, back in the day, even in the States, we used to have soap operas and things on the radio. We'd sit around and just listen to them on it. Now, I didn't live back then, but I didn't live back then, but I heard that's what they did. But that is so cool, though.
Yeah.
But that's an opportunity just to sit around and talk to each other, and it makes the marketplace a real time to visit.
Yes.
And take time to get to know people
Yes.
and, and talk about food and different things like that.
Yes,
you
and
know.
talk about the children.
Yeah,
And you know, when certain seasons, and okay, that my dad, he was a farmer. And I used to wonder, how do they know when it's time to plant watermelon?
Right,
Yeah?
right.
So it's not because they read the almanac of when the season going to be. It's just from talking to each
Talking
other
to
and
each
they know,
other.
say, okay, time for plant carrot.
Oh, wow.
And it's time for sow tomato seed.
Wow.
You know, so when them plant tomatoes, everybody a plant tomatoes, but then somebody plant carrot.
Wow.
So, you know, it's just the culture. You
Yeah,
talk to the
culture.
people and you find out what going on.
Culture.
You find out where fruit comes.
Yeah, that's right. So socialization is so important.
Yes.
I remember the first dish that I learned to cook as a little girl. I used to work in it like a Jewish kitchen with my parents. And so I learned how to make rolled cabbage. And it was so good. You put your meat inside the cabbage, a hot cabbage, and then you make like a sweet sauce with carrots and different things. And, it was
so
so good.
good.
And then we'd make knishes. Okay, now knishes were almost like your patties. They were round, and we put the meat inside, the beef inside, and we roll it up, and they were just about that big. And then we'd cook and put the little butter, the egg white stuff on top, and cook, and it almost looked like the patties.
My first dish is fried dumpling and ackee and saltfish.
Okay.
So, you know, ackee is Jamaica national dish. Ackee and saltfish is. But it's not like you go buy the ackee in the store. You pick it off of the tree in the ackee season.
Okay.
And then you get the saltfish. The saltfish, Spanish people call it bacala.
Okay.
But it's cured codfish.
Okay.
And you have to soak it. You can't just go get it because they cure with the salt, yeah?
Okay.
So you soak it and then you boil it and you throw off the water and you boil it and you throw.
Wow.
Until it got to the right flavor. You don't
Okay.
have too much salt. Then you get the ackee. So you fry up the scallion and the onion and the thyme and you put the saltfish in that. And then you put the ackee last. You scald the ackee first.
Ackee.
And so ackee look yellow like an egg yolk.
Okay.
But it's yellow like an egg yolk and have a black head, but it have a red pod that it grow in.
Wow.
And if you open it prematurely, it could be poisonous.
Ooh.
So you have to leave it on the tree if it open up itself.
Ooh.
And then the dumpling was the treacherous one for me.
Wow.
I fried the dumpling, but we never have stove where you turn on the stove, you go look wood out a bush and come back and have the fire.
Wow.
So I decided to fry the dumpling because I'm going to impress my mother. Because the kitchen wasn't my favorite place to be.
Yes.
So I had the fire too high.
Okay.
So it was golden brown on the outside, but when you break it open, it was like mozzarella.
Oh,
It
wow.
wasn't cooked.
No.
No. So, I kind of tried to keep
Okay.
away from the kitchen. I was this big.
Okay.
And I have sisters before me, and the pots were this big.
Okay.
So I always have chest pain.
Oh, wow.
I always say my chest hurting, so my sister would do the work.
Oh my God. That is so cool. That is so exciting. So, what is your best dish?
So I think it's the jerk chicken.
Your
I
jerk
like
chicken?
jerk chicken. I do curry chicken, but I like the jerk chicken.
Okay.
Because a jerk chicken bring you the spice.
I'm not a big spicy person. And, I know that even when I eat Jamaican food, sometimes I get nervous because it is a lot of spice. You all use a lot of spices. And I just can't hang. I try, but I can't hang.
You leave it for the grown-up
I
people.
leave it for the grown-ups, the more mature people.
So let me say we do the curry chicken.
Okay.
The curry chicken, when we look on it, because it take more time.
Okay.
And you have to cut up the meat.
Okay.
So me like to take off the skin off of it.
Okay.
So you take off the skin so it's not too oily.
Okay.
And then you cut it up smaller because it stretch longer.
Okay.
And then you put your carrot in there. You put your not sweet potato.
Okay.
You put the Irish. We call it Irish potato. You
Okay.
guys call it white potato.
White potatoes.
So we put the Irish potato in
Okay.
there. And we have the real season where we put in there. You know, you just make it simmer, and when you put it over the rice, come on, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, my favorite dish, I mean, that I like to make and I'm just known for is my macaroni and cheese. I just love it. You know, I don't really eat a lot of it now, but I make it for my children and my husband, and they love it. But I'm not going to tell you what I put in it, though.
Oh, so it's Asian Chinese secret.
I'm not going to tell you what I put in it. I don't even tell my children what they put in it.
You got to give it to the. You have to
I know a legacy, but you know what? When I feel like I'm going to leave here, then I'll make the recipe.
Well, they're going to be waiting a long time.
They're going to be waiting a long time.
Yes.
Well, that brings us to today's dish. And I want you to tell us a little bit about what we're going to do today.
Well, you know, we have the curry chicken.
Okay, we're going to do curry chicken
Curry
today.
chicken, rice and peas.
Okay.
And we have some cabbage.
Okay.
And plantain. And, of course, you have to have a pega pear.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to have some food. We're getting ready to eat.
What I like about Jamaican food the most is the flavor and the process it takes to make. The process that it takes to make, because Jamaican food is a conversation. You can't just cook it and go. You can't just pop it in the microwave and go. It's a process that takes conversation. It makes you walk away feeling love that somebody put some time into that. So that's what I like about Jamaican food, the conversation, the flavor, and the love that comes with it.
Well, we are back, and I am super excited because we get to taste the delicacies that are from Jamaica. And you're going to tell us, Donna Lynn, what did you make for us today?
Well, today we make curry chicken.
Okay. Curry
You want to
chicken.
taste the Jamaican flavor?
All right.
It was seasoned for quite a few days, like we do.
That's good. That's really good.
But so in Jamaica, when we buy like our chicken and you decide you want to do curry chicken, we don't buy the chicken and just put it in the fridge. We wash it with lemon and lime and clean it and then season it up and put it in the freezer.
And then you cook it later.
So I might want to cook it 3 days down the road.
Really?
And then I take it. So then all the season, all the flavor gone to the bone.
Wow.
So that's why we chew up the bone when we eat our chicken.
What?
Because it's seasoned to the bone.
So you don't just cook it like right then. You
No.
let it marinate, is what we call it, marinate
Yeah,
for
so-
a couple of days.
So that's like an insult.
Oh, marinate?
No.
To
don't
cook
see-
it right
to
away?
Cook it right away.
Oh, okay.
And I have done that to my culture a lot.
Really? Now, you have added what we call a white potato. Now, why did you do that?
So we add the Irish potato to it because you have more to eat. And then all the flavor go to the potato.
Okay.
So say, well, then your mother can only cook a pound of chicken.
Right.
And then she have all the carrot and the Irish potato in there. You're not too worried about not getting the meat because the same flavor is in the potato. So you save the meat for the last.
Oh, wow.
And if you have a brother like I had, and you save your meat for the last,
Okay.
he'll come around and take your meat out.
Okay.
And since you only get chicken on Sunday, you have to wait till next Sunday
next
to get
Sunday to
chicken.
get the
And you
chicken.
try to eat it first that time.
Wow.
Yes.
And it kind of stretches a meal, too.
It stretches
I know
the meal.
for us, potatoes, when you put it in something like in a stew or something, it'll stretch the meal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now, what is this here?
That's my cabbage.
Ooh, okay.
So for the cabbage, what we do is we saute onions and bell pepper and garlic, of course, and then we cut it. We don't just cut up the white part of the cabbage. Yeah, as you can see, the dark part in there is still cabbage. So that's the outside leaf that we cut up really fine.
Which we throw away sometimes.
Correct. So when we season up everything and fry up all the seasoning, then we add the cabbage.
Wow.
And just make it fry instead of boil. We make it fry. So we like saute it without the water because it gather its own water.
Okay. Almost looks like collard greens.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'm not going to just make you stay over there and eat my food.
Okay, thank you.
I think I will, you know, you there's...
Yeah, because you don't eat meat, so...
No.
Okay, so you couldn't help me on the curry chicken.
No, so I'll try the cabbage because you're making it look mighty
It's good. It's really, really good. Okay, and what is this here?
So, that's the rice and peas.
Okay.
So like we have we don't use it from the can.
Okay.
So we get the dry beans and we soak it. A lot of time we soak it from overnight, then it go back to its natural state. Like when you just pick it off the tree fresh. And we soak it and then we boil it. It takes it boil quicker.
Okay.
And then when you boil it, then you first, let's go to Sunday morning. So Sunday morning dinner start like, say, 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You start preparing. Because it's like a sin if you eat after 4 on Sunday, you know. You have to eat early.
Wow.
So you break the coconut. First, there's a soft spot.
Okay.
We call these the 3 eyes.
Okay.
And there's a soft one where you bore a hole and then you drink the water.
Okay.
Then we break it and take it out the husk.
Okay.
And then you hand grater it.
Okay.
You squeeze out the milk. You add a little water. Then you squeeze out the milk. And then you add the milk to the peas. And then you put your Scotch Bonnet pepper.
Okay.
But you don't break the pepper because it's going to ruin your dinner.
Okay, because it's hot.
Right. So you just put it in there with fresh thyme.
Right.
Scallion. And my mother used to beat the scallion first.
Okay.
And then tie it into a knot.
Okay.
And put it so it not go all over in your rice.
Now, this Scotch Bonnet, now I am aware of what this can do.
Yes.
Because I use this for my oxtails.
Ah.
And so you got to have Scotch Bonnet for the oxtails, correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
And fresh thyme. You know, not the dry thyme in the bottle.
Okay.
It's if you ever cross the border and decide to use fresh thyme and fresh garlic.
Okay.
People would always come back, just like the curry.
Yeah.
You don't just put the curry, you burn the curry in the pot. Okay. You burn the garlic in the pot. Yeah. Then you add the meat.
Yeah, because my son-in-law is part Jamaican. And so I made oxtails for the first time for Thanksgiving. And it was a hit. So they taught me how to use the Scotch Bonnet and the brown stew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And but it came out really good. I was so excited. My kids ate it. They loved it, and my husband loved it. And I had a brother from Africa there, and he loved it. So it was a hit. Can I do it again? I'm not sure.
You can do it again, and you can put it with, even though macaroni and cheese is not a delicacy in Jamaica.
Yes, okay.
But if you put the oxtail with the macaroni and cheese, you can't go wrong.
Ooh.
But then you're going to have them coming back.
They're asking for more, but I don't know. But you know, my oldest son thinks he really can outcook me, so he's done the oxtails too.
I've seen a few of his
Yeah,
photos.
you saw it? Okay, yeah, all right. Now, we use this instead of this, and is this good?
Well, you know, I know I shouldn't be giving no name, company, any pun, but Grace does an amazing job.
Okay.
It's not just everybody.
Okay.
Because some of them is just water, and I always try to read it because sometimes they have sugar and they have too much water in there. But if you're not going to do this, well, you know, in America, you have food processor, you have blender.
Right.
You can use this.
Use coconut milk. Okay.
Yes, use the coconut milk if you're not going to go through this.
Okay. Okay.
And you won't go wrong.
Okay. All right. And you all use a lot of spices too. Yeah. You know, so
because we use a lot of ginger. We use a lot of pimenta.
Okay.
Well, you guys say pimento. But the thing with you don't call it that. Allspice.
Allspice, yes.
So in Jamaica we call it pimenta.
Oh, okay.
So we use a lot of pimenta. We use a lot of garlic, ginger, thyme.
Yes.
We use rosemary, but not to that extent.
Okay.
But the thyme, because you can just go in your yard and
Pick it up. Wow.
And go to the table with it.
That's awesome.
So that
okay.
make a
So
difference.
now, what do we have here?
So that is the infamous plantain.
Oh, okay.
And the riper it is sweeter it is.
Okay.
So we have the plantain. This one was ripe too.
That's good. Now, you can't just use regular bananas, though. Oh.
It just gonna bubble up in the pot.
Okay.
Because the plantain, plantain green first.
Okay.
And it take a longer time to ripe than the regular banana. But somebody might see this and say that it's spoiled.
Right.
But it's not spoiled. It's actually ready.
Okay.
And then when you take, it still have a feel it. You see, you have a firmness to it, but it's still soft.
It does, yes.
And then you just slice it up and do it like, it's better when it's like this.
Okay.
You don't want it too ripe,
Okay.
because then it will suck up too much of the oil.
Okay.
But when you have it a bit dense and you put it in the frying pan, it will still have the oil in there, but
Okay.
it won't suck up all the oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious. Now, this is what I'm familiar with, but what do you all call it?
Well, we call this the pear.
Okay, this is a pear.
And
Okay.
I come to America and I hear them saying avocado, and I was wondering where avocado come from.
Yeah, we call it avocado.
It's good. It's my mouth full. So I don't eat meat, as you said.
Right.
So when I have things like this, I'll slice up avocado, pear, and I'll eat it just like that. It's good to eat with any meal if
Right.
you put it on the side.
Right.
And what I need to say too, in Jamaica, when you do this, sometimes they'll put a slice of yam or a
Okay.
boiled dumpling
Okay.
on the side of it to balance it.
Okay. Now, we have also what some of your favorite drinks. It's ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Ginger beer.
Watch out for the ginger.
Oh my goodness. It just takes my throat off.
So you shouldn't drink ginger beer if you have a sore throat.
Yeah.
But you can drink ginger beer if you don't feel, if your stomach is upset.
Okay.
You can drink ginger beer.
Okay.
Because back home, we'll grate the ginger and boil it for a tea. So you can drink ginger beer if you have an upset stomach.
Right.
It's very good, very, very
Right.
good for you then.
Yeah.
And for who don't know it, ginger beer is not alcohol. It's not
Okay.
like Red Stripe beer.
Right.
It's just, it's like a soda. It's a soda. It's just named ginger beer
Right.
because now the process we go through to make it the soda.
Right, because when my stomach is upset, that's the first thing. I get ginger ale, you know, but I try to get, if I could, get the real strong ginger ale, you know, because it really does help your stomach. It settles the stomach. So.
Yeah, so ginger beer work better to me, but it's the second next way. It's a step down. It wouldn't.
Okay.
The ginger ale don't burn your throat like
No,
the ginger
beer
beer does.
takes me out.
Yes.
But I do like your champagne cola and the
yes.
pineapple.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I like that. But that
Yes, yes.
champagne cola is great.
Yes, that take the
Oh,
taste. Yes,
this is
that's
so
good.
exciting because it makes me feel like I am actually sitting down on the beach at Jamaica. I just don't have the saltfish and those kind of things.
yes,
And the cocoa bread, I don't have that.
Yes, and the patty.
And the patty, but I'm enjoying this because this makes me feel like I am in Jamaica. And you are such a good cook. I mean, you are great.
My mom is in heaven having a
Oh,
hallelujah
Mom,
good time.
she's good. You are doing great. I mean, this is so exciting. And like when you have your girlfriends over and things like that, do you prepare Jamaican meals? Or?
Always want me to prepare Jamaican
Yeah,
meal. Always
yeah.
want me to prepare Jamaican meal. And my sister, when she was here, she would do the fruit cake.
Oh my goodness.
But you guys say fruit cake, but the rum cake.
Yes.
The rum cake. She
Yes.
would do that.
My mom would make the rum cakes. See, maybe I'm
your
part
sister
Jamaican
like it.
too. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm like everything.
I think so.
I think I'm everything. But my mom would make the rum cake, and I would watch her. She'd put all the little fruits in it, and then it would be really dark.
Yes.
And she'd just keep putting the cheesecloth on top and the rum, and she'd keep it. And then Christmas came, then she would take it out, and then people would eat
And
it.
that was torture.
Yeah.
Because my mom would make it November.
Yes.
And they keep it
and
in
you
there.
can't touch it. That's
But
right.
you know, God rest her soul, she here in the story now, because you know what I used to do? I would get the fishing line and I would tie it around the bottom of the cake and cut it and slide off the top and slide off the bottom.
No way.
Because I couldn't wait till Christmas. That was a sin.
Oh my
what
goodness.
she did, you know.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Yes, but
oh man, when
Yeah.
my mom would undo that cheesecloth, all you could smell was rum everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
but it was delicious.
Yes.
I am so glad you were with us today. I mean, this has just been exciting. I mean, I think I'm gonna eat some more when I finish.
I think you should. It really was a pleasure.
Thank you
Yes,
so much for
yes,
being with
yes,
us.
yes.
I think in all things, there's a lesson to be learned. And what is the biggest lesson you have learned in cooking?
That a little bit goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because I've seen my mom with a little bit, and I see how many people have come to her kitchen, and it goes a long way. Even if she have to give her portion,
Right.
and she get the bun at the bottom of the pot, then she will transfer it to the gravy of the chicken, and she would eat, and she'll be happy. So a little bit goes a long way.
That is so good. You know, that's how and I think it was our moms back in the day that they understood that, you know. And my mom always cooked for a large family. And I mean, just a little bit went a long way. She'd make it stretch. And it just went a long way. And if we could learn that today, that would be just awesome.
That would be so much better.
Oh, that's so awesome. Donna, before we close out this week's episode, I want to ask you one last question. As women, we don't travel without a bag of some sort. That bag carries all kinds of things that we truly cannot live without. Do you have an essential item you continue to carry with you along your journey?
I always carry a notebook and a pen.
Okay.
I always carry a notebook
why is
and a pen.
that?
Because I love words.
Okay, you love words.
I love words. So when I go to sleep, I keep a pen and a notebook right next to my bed.
Wow.
And I went back to Jamaica after 13 years. I went back to Jamaica, and my girlfriend down the street said, "Do you still read the dictionary?"
That's funny you would say that, Donna. I had a young man that lived with us when we were young, just really early in our marriage, a friend of my husband's, and he came to live with us in Boston. And he used to do that. He used to sit around and just read the dictionary. And I thought it was the funniest thing. But he was building up himself and reading with words. I mean, learning words.
It's amazing what a word can do for you.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. That is just awesome. Well, Queens, I hope you found today helpful, and I look forward to our next gathering, showing and sharing how we do life together to strengthen and to encourage each other along this Queen's journey.